suicide, tell me what you feel. Is it a race to your wrist or just another cap you wanna peel? When you deal with the devil, your fate is sealed. When you deal with something non-existent, it's like you're gone for real. This is the tale of a madman and a sad man. Took the final step and took the devil's hand, and regretted his sins because of insolence. He's the killer that ruled his world with an iron fist. His name is Andy, he was abused as a child, beaten down in school and lived a scrub lifestyle. Even though he had a little money, he never cared. He'd rather watch a horror movie and not be scared of the reality that's outside his room. A place of hatred, broken promises, and eternal doom. He's consumed by these images of death and final breath. I guess when you break it down, it's all he had left. So one dark night, he kissed his grandmother goodnight, only to roam the back streets of the 505. Heroin needles and junkies filled the back part of Central. His heart was racing, he was feeling critical. He didn't know what to do or what to say. This is the time at night when all the killers come out to play. Gangbangers, dope slingers, everything in between. They like cannibals looking for the next piece of meat, and they creep on the streets of the Southwest. If you come in dripping, then you better have a vest. He was so stressed cause he didn't have a clique, he didn't have a family, he didn't have shit except for this knife. It was his best friend. He used to cut his arm open and sit and pretend that it was just like a movie in hell. The pain didn't bother, but it was really hard going up without a father. They say what doesn't kill you only makes you stronger. We'll live a day in his shoes and tell me if you lasted longer. Anyways, he had this knife and a thirst for blood, but not his own anymore. He wanted new flesh to tear up. A woman, a child, hell he didn't give a fuck. All he cared about was the taste of blood. So he found a homeless man and he stabbed him 7 times, and he watched his life dissipate from the sad man's eyes. When he left, he stepped and crept out the back alley with a sinister grin, just like Aleister Crowley. But then he trembled and a single tear dropped out his eye. He never thought he'd take the final step of suicide. It's not what you think, it's not about dying. It's about the decisions you make and all the souls that you bind. Every human has an energy that can't disappear. It's up to you with what level you take your fears. So every time you put a fucking razor to your wrist, think homicide, do or die with every single breath, bitch. That's life, motherfuckers, that's the way it goes. I'm a suicidal person and I'm the one that you chose to be a spokesperson for the freaks of America. You'd rather see me dead than right next to ya. Just remember, suicide is homicide. It's a reverse role and it's your choice with who lives or dies. So don't cry or confide in the fake God, cause that motherfucker ain't nothing but a fraud. It's your job to maintain a life of sin and a life of innocence that's pure just like a virgin. When that time comes, squeeze the trigger just right. When you take a life, you better be ready to stand up and fight, cause murder and suicide are one and the same. Now let my wicked rhymes affect your brain.